Do, 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 do. Starfield, it's a field full of stars. Do, 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 it's a field with stars in it. Do, do, oh, a field full of stars. Where are the stars? They're in the field. What's that in a field? It's a star. Do, do, do. What's that in a field over there? It's a star. Yeah. Look at that star. Oh yeah. There's a star in a field. Doobie 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 doo. Why have I got feedback? Something's playing my voice back to me. Do 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 do. Why is that happening with a bit of delay? Where's the sauce? Where's the lamb sauce? There's this echo. What? Why is my computer playing sound back to me? Why are you doing that? Stop it. 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 What? Literally, what? Why would you do that? It's I haven't told it to do that. Why? Give me a minute. Got to figure out what's going on here. Some kind of setting. Can you hear my voice playing back out of the... It's like a monitor, but it says monitors off. Oh, it's really weird. It's like that scene in It's like that Doctor Who. It's like midnight in Doctor Who. I got the thing. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Ha! It's gone! I have... No, it's not. It's back. Oh, I thought I had defeated the midnight entity. I mean, it can, of course, just turn off my sound. But this is suboptimal. This is not what we want. Okay. I will figure this out after the stream. In the meantime, we will simply turn off the sound. There we go. It's gone. Okay, right. Okay. Here we go with the camera. Because we can start, I think. Okay, ready? Ta-da! Okay, ready? It's me! Ta-da! Hello! Welcome to the stream, one and all. We're starting 5 minutes early, which is probably going to throw everyone. But I'm here, and I hope you are having a marvelous what? There's echo. There's echo. There's echo. There's echo. There's echo. Okay, that didn't work. Why would we have echo when I switch to camera mode? What in the heck? What in the hecky heck? Right, give me another second. Right, give me another second. Right, give me another. Okay, I fixed it. So the echo that was playing out, that we didn't know why, is playing out because it was playing out, even though I turned off my sound, it was playing out, and we had the audio output capture turned on, so that what plays out of my speakers plays out of your speakers, which was the voice that we couldn't figure out why it was playing out of my microphone, playing out of your microphone, and then coming out of there, and then it was coming out to you. So then the echo. And anyway, it's finished now, and we're in business. We're streaming, and I'm here. So hello. So. Big old disclaimer to start with. I have not played very much of Starfield. I've been meaning to, and I haven't really got around to it very much. So I've played through like the first 20 minutes of it. I got to like the first planet kind of thing. I will play more, but I'm just too curious about the creation kit. So I just want to have a look. I just want to have a look and see, can we mod it? Because to be honest, that's more interesting to me than the actual game. And I'm like, let's just have a go and see what happens. So there's kind of, I'm not starting by making Lucian in space, because I don't know about that. I just want to see if I can make a follower mod and if it works in the same way. So I'm going to investigate. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But this will be a learning experience for all of us to have a little look in the CK, see if we can figure out a little bit about what's what. And if we can make someone to follow someone else in it. Maybe we can't. Maybe it's too tricky. Maybe we'll spend 2 hours at it and we won't get anywhere. But maybe we will. Anyway, Mr. Video Freak has something to say. Hello, Mr. Video Freak. What are you talking about? An NDA. Are you a creator for this? Is that a thing you're saying? If so, please tell us more. Saying you've been using this Starfield CK for months or whatever. Presumably you are saying that you are a verified creator or something? You've been, or something like that? With an NDA? I don't know. What have you made? Tell us what you've made. What did you make? Tell us all about it. But in the meantime, I forgot. I haven't got my laptop. I've got my laptop here, so I can set up my laptop so I can actually see the chat while we're trying to figure this thing out. So I'm way behind Mr. Video Freak. Mr. Video Freak is already the expert on using this CK. So he can teach us. He can teach us the way. You haven't touched it. Oh, okay. Mr. Video Freak cannot teach us anything, for he has not touched the Starfield CK. However, we will give it a go. Oh, so you've made a Skyrim thing. Is that what you mean? You made a Skyrim thing as a verified creator. If so, what have you made? What did you make for Skyrim? What did you do, my friend? I'm sure it was cool. Do 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 la ba doo ba da boo ba da ba doo ba doo ba doo la 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 zee ba da ba doo boo. Now I'm pretty sure, and someone correct me. What do you mean now? There's doubles. Oh, I think Neurotic. I think you're in the past. Someone's watching at the start of the stream and is just catching up. Okay, they're in the past. That's why it's confusing. Ugh. Right. Okay. Let's plug this in. But yes, so my question is, I don't think there are any follower mods for Starfield yet, because that's not something you can do without the CK. So this will be the first attempt. I'm sure other people are also attempting right now. Maybe people have already made one in the last 24 hours. But I don't think there are any existing resources for how we do this. There is one on PC, is there? Excellent, that's amazing. That's a very useful resource then. What's it called, Isabellatrix? I would appreciate that. Because we can give it a quick Google and see what we can learn from them. Because that's how we learn with modding. We all learn from each other. What's it called? Derek. And that's on Nexus? Where will I find Derek? Bethesda.net. Okie dokie. A zeba da boo ba dee doo. Da 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 da. Anyway, so yes, those of you who have tuned in, if you're here to get a tutorial on how to do this, you have come to the wrong place for I don't know. But if you are up for a general experience of trying to learn how this stuff works, then by all means come along and learn with me. How do we even get onto the Starfield? How do we find Starfield mods? Because Bethesda.net only has a page for Skyrim and Fallout. Where's the button? Oh, it's so basic. I knew everything. I knew all of the stuff that I needed for Skyrim stuff, and now I have no idea. I don't know where you find Starfield, Bethesda.net. Oh, I found it. creations.bethesda.net/Starfield. There we go. Okay, and you say there's one called Derek. It's Skinny Tech Boy! It's a creation. Oh, I see. It's not a mod. Right. That's why it's ready. Okay, so there is a custom follower. Fantabby-tastic. That's very useful. Okay. We can learn from Derek. Right, I better download Derek then. And we can see how that is done. Okay, so we need to fire up the game. I have to purchase it. Do Creation Club credits carry over between Skyrim and Starfield? Possibly, possibly not. Give me a second. Let me figure out. If not, I'll have to buy some. But we can do that. It's going to be a learning experience for all of us. Don't know why I did it in that accent. You don't believe so. Okay, well, let's buy some of those. As an investment. DLC, Starfield, creations, please. Let's get me some credits. How much does he cost? That would be... He's 300. Yeah, so we only need 500 to start with then. Sorry, I know, give it a minute. Oh, if I bought Premium Edition, I'll start with 1,000 credits. Oh, I think I probably did. I would be very surprised if you can't open creations in the CK, but let's find out. Maybe you can't. But I bet there's a way we can at least poke them in SSE edit. There'll be in Starfield edit. There'll be a way. Let's figure it out. Let's start by downloading the thing, and then we'll see what we're doing. Okay, so let's have a little look at that. You probably will hear my thing start up. Plagiarism, absolutely plagiarism. Yes, that's how modding works. We all learn from each other. That's the trick. That is modding. We learn from, if someone else has already solved a problem, you open it up and have a look at how it's done. But maybe we can't. Maybe there is something that blocks you from doing it. But in that case, in any case, we should download Derek and learn. So I won't buy those credits just in case I've already got some credits then. Because I didn't actually press the final button. Let's launch Starfield, see if everything collapses horribly. I have never played Fallout Lich Demon, so it's not something currently on my list. If it'll actually open, of course. Sorry, we will get into something. Potentially. Or maybe we'll just sit here chatting the whole time and I won't get anywhere. But I think that's unlikely. This is assuming, of course, that Starfield will actually open. And at the moment, it just says running install script. So it's obviously doing something with its update. What's going on with you? I did fully download the updates and everything, but it's thinking. So let's let it think a little bit longer. And then maybe we'll see if we can figure out what exactly is happening with it. Anyway, have any of you played with the new Starfield update yet? It is ambitious, isn't it, Blue? But that's how you start. You just jump in. You just have a look. So we're just going to have a look. We're just going to have a quick look at what's going on. Lich Demon, if you're avoiding Starfield like the plague, why are you on the stream? Come on. Okay, it now says it actually is loading, and by the sound of my computer fans, I believe it is. Right! Okay, it's starting to open. When it does, I shall minimize it. And we can... Oh, you won't hear any audio, of course. But we're not actually going to play the game. I'm just going to download the thing. So actually, we probably don't even need to switch you across. Oh, no, it's building shaders, so that'll take about an hour. Okay, we'll just let it build its shaders. So, oh, no, that's speeding up. It's speeding up. That, at least, is something. Okay, press any button to start. Yeah, okay. I'm very much not leading any charge, Menace 1x5, though thank you for that. Because I don't have a clue! And the CK was released for verified creators prior to the public release. So other people very much will know much more about this than me. However, I'm going to figure it out for myself. He says, fully planning on downloading someone else's follower mod and learning from that. But let me see if I can... Give me a second. Yeah, it's a black screen, but don't worry about that. Let me just... Oopsie daisy. Let me just grab this lot. Put myself in... Ooh, that's all gone horribly wrong. Come on. Nope. Nope. Why is that being like that? Wait. There we go. That's a bit more like it. That's close enough. That'll do. Close enough for rock and roll. And then we'll make the game not a blank screen. I'm very professional. This is a very, very professional stream. What do we think? If I try doing that, does anything appear? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we keep a black screen. Hello, Mara. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Hey, Captain Greencoin. Welcome to the stream where we have no idea what we're doing. Hey, Claire the Khajiit. Okay, right. Where's the thing? See, I don't want this. I want search. Derek. This is what we want. Purchase. Yes. Great. We have Derek. Oh, sorry, it's all super zoomed in, but it doesn't matter because we're about to close it now anyway, so. Okay, downloaded. Very, very, very good. Okay, right, we'll close it. Close the game. Jump back to camera. In fact, we can switch to... Oh, let's reduce the resolution so that you can actually see what I'm doing, and then we'll switch to game with camera. Yes, absolutely, yes. So people got access in advance if you signed up to the Verified Creators Program, which I am not in. But hey-ho. That's on me for not signing up. And anyway, to be honest, I wasn't in a desperate rush to make a mod for Starfield, but then they released the CK, and my little curious little brain just couldn't resist saying, oh, go on, let's give it a go. Let's have a try. How hard can it be, etc., etc. Because that's always the thing. You give me a challenge, and I can't resist. Right, okay. Let's go back to screen with camera. See if that works. Whoa, it's all gone crazy. Hang on. Let's resize that. Hit the screen. There we go. Bring the camera actually somewhere that people can see it. And then we've got to resize it again. I know why this is. It's because I messed with my stream. Never mess with your stream, Joseph. Oh, this is such a mess. Skip through all this bit. If you're watching in the future people, you skip it. Yep, there's infinite all of you. Okay, right. Now we're actually here. Right, creation kit. Good. Yes. Open this slot. I already created a plugin for which I set dependencies on all of this stuff. Oh, but it doesn't have Derek. Let's open Derek to start with. Let's see if this will load. Let's set that as the active file, but we'll also load Derek. Sorry, please don't misunderstand me, friends. What we're doing now, what I build now on this stream is not something that I'm gonna release. There is no plan. This is not developing a follower mod to release. This is saying, can we do it? Okay? It's jumping in and saying, can it be done? I'm sure it can be done. I'm saying, can I figure it out this evening? So no point giving me suggestions for the new companion or whatever. There is no new companion. You know, at one point I had a plan to make Lucian for Starfield. Then Starfield itself didn't do as well as it might have done, and it didn't necessarily seem like it was the best use of time. But I'm experimenting now to figure out whether it is going to be worth it or not. And we are doing this experimentation today just to see how it's done. That's all. And at the moment, we're looking at a loading screen. Anyway, while you're all here and you're waiting to do all this stuff, why not check out The Treacle People, which is a TV show on YouTube, which was created by my dad. And I manage the YouTube channel. And I have made a new audio drama sequel series to The Treacle People, which will be releasing soon, which I have directed and produced. And the whole TV series is available to watch for free on YouTube. It's called The Treacle People. And I would absolutely love it if you could watch it. It's an amazing way to support me and my family. And it means a lot to me. And yeah, if you could check it out, that would make me very happy. Let me just drop a link to it in the chat. Here's the link. Please do subscribe to the channel. Would mean the world to me. But anyway, right, here we are. So I'm going to start off by just trying the standard stuff we might do to make a follower in Skyrim. So I'm going to start by just attempting something on the vanilla system, as it was in Skyrim, as a pure guess, with absolutely no basis, no knowledge of how it's done in Starfield. I'm just going to make a pure guess as to how it might be done based on how it was done in Skyrim, and then we'll test that. And if it works, fantastic. And if it doesn't work, we will try something else. So it's going to be a very, very slow progress troubleshooting kind of, let's just try stuff and see what happens. So I'm going to start by making an actor, which I'll call JR Test Follower. And why don't we make PC Nico Pendle for fun. Short name. PC Pendle. And look, straight away we see many of our first differences from Skyrim. So we've got plural name. That's a thing. Go for it, Starl. What would you like to know about the Treacle People audio drama? We've also got alt activation text. I don't know what that does, but essential. I assume that works the same way it does in Skyrim, so let's make it essential. There we go. And it's going to be a unique NPC, so let's check the unique button. I assume that works. I'm assuming we don't want all the rest of these, so that's probably okay. Traits can be a human. Yeah, that'll do for now. Are there any updates for Lucian soon? There is a Lucian content release coming very, very soon. But there won't be an update to the main Lucian mod for a little while because I still have a lot of work to do on that. but there is some Lucian content coming. Anyway, sorry, I checked those boxes and they unchecked themselves. Interesting, interesting. Ah, every time we change tab, they uncheck themselves. How imminent is it? Not very imminent, Starfield. So no, you definitely won't be out in June. It's recorded, but it needs all of the post-production doing to it. So it'll come out, maybe, I'd like to hope it'll come out maybe in the autumn or winter. Yes, I've figured that out. We've just tested that. So there you go. Pronoun! Love it! There's pronoun options! That's brilliant. There we go. He/him for Nico Pendle. Does that keep? That does keep if we go back and forth. That's good to know. Okay. But yes, by all means, get yourself a thing. It also may not come out on Audible. I would love for it to come out on Audible, but it turns out the method I was hoping to release it on Audible doesn't support audio drama. They only do narrated stuff. So they've said no. So I need to just figure that one out. Whether it might release on Audible. Hopefully it'll release in some form on Audible. But it may end up having to be on another platform. We'll figure it out. But anyway, level, I mean, I don't care about the level at the moment. We'll figure that all out. Templates, but factions is definitely important. Now, I opened this up earlier for factions, and if I type companion, because the word is companion in Starfield, not follower. Now, there is an available companion faction and a current companion faction. So I'm going to assume it should start in the available companion faction. So I'm just going to stick it like that. And then relationships. I wonder if there's a player. Player. Relationship level. Ooh! Friend. Confidant. Ally. And lover. Interesting. We're not going to go with lover. That's a new thing. We're going to go with ally for now. See if that works. Object you just created as a blank editor ID. No, it doesn't. Oh, this one. Yes, it does. Haha, I'm a fool. Okay, fair enough. JR, test, follower, relationship. Oh, sorry, going the other way. Yeah. Arch nemesis. I am your arch nemesis. We're going to go ally. But yeah, so that's a good shout. Good point. Alex pulling me back onto the general track. Yeah, oh, there we go. Is it not? Did it not? Did that not save? Okay, we'll leave that for the moment. We're going to save. And we're going to go back because we wanted to see how Derek worked, didn't we? So let's have a look. Let's see if we can find it. Derek? Ah! Scuss of Derek! Great. There's Derek. Smashing. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, yep. Robot, essential. Doesn't affect stealth meter and ignore friendly hits. Ah, could be a good shout. Could be a good shout. Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. Stats, we don't care. Template, don't care. Oh, default template. Ah, companion crew. That could be useful. Okay. Factions. Ah, -1 in available companion faction and 0 in player ally faction. Okay, well let's copy that for the moment. -1 in available companion and 0 in player ally. Faction rank -1 and 0 player ally faction. That's very kind of you to say, Captain Greencoin. Right, we're going to do rank 0 in there, as said. And also templates then. It was like crew, something, crew elite. Ah, right, okay. I'll go back and check what it was again. It was crew elite something or other. Oh, no, not crew elite adoring fan. Let's just leave that at none for the moment. But that's okay. We'll go back to, what's his name? Derek. What have you done that's foolish, Starfield? I'm sure you never do anything foolish. Okay, sorry. So the template was companion crew. Companion _ crew elite balance data template. Okay. Oops, cancel that. template. Okay, companion underscore crew elite balance data template. Fine. Now, I think this probably won't affect the important stuff. But let's leave that as that for the moment and see if that helps. But I don't think that will actually matter desperately for what we want. Now, they had their own custom faction, but we won't worry about that for the moment. Let's go back and see what else is in Derek. Derek! Hello, Pablo. Hope you're well. Starfield, don't put hot breaded chicken in your bare hands. That's most foolish. Okay, right. What else has he got? Whoa! Affinity events. Ah! This is how the companions respond to stuff. Because I was very impressed in the bit I did play of Starfield. When I fell from a height, my follower said, our companion said, that looks like quite a fall. And this is how it does it. So these are events that are triggered. So here, event action, jump from height. Player falls from height and takes damage. And that triggers a particular event. Love it. So this allows us to detect all sorts of things. You notice the player has become addicted to a substance. Short observation. Player using changes appearance. Player's watch is warning they're about to take damage from airborne corrosion. Okay, warning about threat. High gravity, low gravity. So this is really useful for immerse for sort of random events of stuff. Okay, so this is what allows the companion to be more responsive without having to use our previous sort of hacky methods. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Relationships. Doesn't even bother with any relationships. Okay, that's fine then. Keywords. SQ followers teleport to ship with player when waiting. Followers teleport to ship with player when waiting, and no terramorph mind control. Teammate don't use ammo keyword and teammate. This is very useful keyword stack. No terramorph mind control. Teleport to player to ship with player when waiting. Don't use ammo keyword and ready weapon. Okay, let's copy the stack. Armor type, apparel, or naked body is there, but it's grayed out. Okay, I won't worry about that for now. I'm sure that's fine. Save that. Let's go back to Derek. So far, so sort of similar to Skyrim. Let's check AI. Okay, yeah. Aggressive, foolhardy, helps friends and allies. So that's the same as in Skyrim. AI packages. Some specific stuff for Derek. He has his own follow package. Interesting. So it doesn't use a generic one. How do these work? Location, near editor location, 6.5. Spaceship pack. Okay, I guess. Yep, if you're on the player home spaceship and you're Derek, then I guess you just stay in a particular location. Oh, it's a sandboxing package, maybe. But set within a very, very narrow area. Okay, interesting, interesting. Fine, so that's packaged from being on the ship. A wait package, this is when you just tell him to wait, I guess. And it does nothing. Package template, wait. Fine, okay. Conditions, he's got a global variable that gets set to 2 when you tell him to wait. Okay, that's fine. That works fine. Derek, follow package, how do you work? Go home sandbox location, near editor location. So this is a generic. So there's a package template for following. Okay. Follow player. So we should probably make a package like this to say follow player, allow loitering sandbox. So the Serana style sandbox when you're not doing anything, and hellos and warp and fast travel. Perfect. Oh, that's so easy. That's so much easier than it is in Skyrim. Okay, fine. We'll do that. And the conditions are when he's been recruited. So they have a global variable for that. That sounds like a useful thing. Let's make a global variable for that. So Let's go down to miscellaneous, global. We'll make a new global variable. This can be JR follower, test follower, global. And we'll have that be 0 when they're not recruited and set it to 1 when they're recruited. Fine. Oh, speaking of, let's go to preferences. Scripts, is this in the same place? And set ourselves a prefix. Great. So the prefix for any scripts we write, because we're probably going to write a script in a minute. We're going to go JR. And this can be JR0, because we might as well restart our prefixing system now that we're in Starfield. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll call this, because we can have a, oh, we can have a longer prefix now. It doesn't just have to be 4 letters. Okay. Maybe I'll give it another thing to identify it as being different. Maybe we'll go with JR we'll go S because Starfield, but that starts the same as Skyrim. Space also starts with S. Let's just go, yeah, JRA. JRA 0. Prefix. Fine. Yeah, apply. Good. I'm assuming that's probably fine. Anyway, so what else have we got? What else we got? We got quests. We've got a follower quest and a story quest. But before we do that, we'll jump back to our actor and implement. We don't actually need all the packages that he had just at the moment, but we'll start with a new package, which is going to be JR test follower follow. And the only condition for that will be the global variable get global value. Yep, that's still the same. JR test follower global. Don't know what that is. That's the first thing we don't know. I don't know what that parameter box is. This is new. So we're going to hit OK on that and just leave that blank for now. Find out if that's important. But say that's got to be equal to 1. Run on the subject. That'll mean the package works. The package we're going to inherit, we're going to say follow player. Easy peasy. Go home sandbox location. That's fine. It can just go home. So by leaving that as default, he'll just go home to wherever you originally found him. Allow all that stuff. That's fine. Okay. So. Now this is the thing. This is exactly the same thing I found before. So you have to both say new and then say add? It doesn't by default populate it? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Rio, what if Lucian ends up in the Starfield universe? Yeah, so that's something I planned on doing for a long time. I don't know if I will do it now. I planned on doing it before Starfield was released. Starfield came out, I got very busy with other things, and Starfield sort of didn't take off in the way that it might have done. We'll see how it changes now that the creation kit is out and people are modding it, whether it becomes more popular, how it develops with the DLC and everything, and whether I fall in love with the game, because I still haven't properly given it a chance. And if all of those things are true and it all works out well, then maybe I will do a Lucian in Starfield, but we will see. Okay, anyway, so that should be fine. Just follow the player for now. See if that works. See how well that works just by default. AI data, of course, we want it to be aggressive, confidence foolhardy, helps friends and allies. Morality, no crime, fine combat style default. Yeah, okay. We'll try all of that. Okay. Let's try just dropping him in game like that and see what happens. So, cell. Now, how do I open the cell view? Here we are. What is the name of the first city you get to on the first planet? People who've played Starfield extensively, because I haven't played it in ages and I've forgotten. The place with the constellation headquarters, the first place you go to, the great big city thingy, the city, you know the one I mean. New Atlantis, that's it. City New Atlantis, that's it. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I left my save in the lodge. So just for the sake of argument, let's put him just outside the lodge. I'm pretty sure that's where I remembered going. See if that'll open. Whoa! Is that sideways or is it a door? Oh, it's from top down. Okay. Let's make that a bit bigger. Where are we? What's going on? Okay, controls are the same as they were in Skyrim. Shift to rotate round. Mouse scroll to zoom in. It's all full of trigger boxes, so it's hard to see what exactly is happening. But there's a wall. There's stuff. There's the kitchen. Okay, where's the front door? Shut the front door. Is that the front door? I'm already lost and confused. That feels like it might be the front door. Does it work if you... Ah! Ruined everything! We must be very careful. That is a door. Lucian will, at some point, get an update. But I can't tell you when. Okay, so we're in New Atlantis. This is the lodge. I can't find the front door because I can't remember the layout of the place. So, for the sake of argument, let's just whack him in this corridor. Floating in the air. Let's maybe move him down to the... Ah! Not that one. Down to the ground. No, now he's in the floor. He can be there. We're upstairs. I'm upstairs. Well, how do we go downstairs? That's downstairs. Is this downstairs? Where's the guy? Come back. He's already gone. I lost him. I've lost Pendle. Okay, he's upstairs. So that's great. So we're going to leave him upstairs. I'm going to save the game. And we're going to go find him. So let's fire up Starfield again. And see if he... Just see how he behaves, having been put in that faction. See how well it works, or doesn't. I'm sure... By the way, my assumption is that it won't work. My assumption is you need to do more than just put him in the faction. But I'm curious to see what happens by default, just by putting him in that faction. Ah! We'll have faith. Yes, exactly. So we're going to open that. We're going to go to game with camera. And we're going to resize the actual window. If I can. Oh, we'll move that up. Ah, okay. Oh, I crashed it because I tapped out during the... Hang on. Yes, I accept your terms and conditions. I agree to sell my soul to Bethesda. To Bethany Esda. Oh, it is resized properly now. Oh, well, that's fine then. Good. Good. Yes, very good. Okay, is it? Yeah, that looks right. I think that's fine. Good, okay. Let's load game. When did I last play? September 2023. Oh, no, I did get to Mars. So let's back up to... is it... Where do I want? I've got Jemison, the lodge. Is that where we want to be? Is New Atlantis in... Is that it? I think that's it. Let's go to when I just left the lodge. Hello, Lil X Productions. Welcome to the stream. So yes, there's no sound at the moment because we're having a minor audio issue. But that's fine. It won't matter for the purpose of doing this. I've just realized I'm wasting graphical power by... Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, that's fine. I thought I was recording, which would be a waste of time. This is going to be quite laggy, probably. Right. Okay, we're back here. Back here. This is where we want to be. Now, where was the lodge? Was this the... This is the lodge. Good. And we're going to go to settings, display, because I want subtitles on. Are they under the display? They're probably not, are they? They're under interface? No. Accessibility. Subtitles on. Dialogue subtitles on. Good, 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 good. Right. Now we need to go upstairs. Because the guy we made, we put upstairs. How do we get upstairs? There, stairs. That's how we do it. Right, now I put him in a sort of corridor. I feel like it was here. Ah, I haven't activated the ESP. That'll be it. The ESP isn't activated. Does the console work, by the way? I don't know. What do we think the button is for the console? Anyway, we're going to save here. Because I'm pretty sure this is the corridor we wanted. But... okay. And, yeah, the thing is, I'm pressing tilde. And it doesn't open the console for me anymore. So... yeah, I assumed it would be. But it ain't doing it. Let's press all the buttons. Nope, no, no, stop running. Okay, none of those appear to open the console. Maybe you have to activate it in the INI, absolutely. But in any case, we will close. Because we need to activate the ESP. How do we do that? I guess we open Vortex and do it through there. And then we'll address the thing that Nuvrotic is talking about, saying I'm missing some kind of variable in the CK. So then we'll look at that. What variable do you think I'm missing in the CK? I'm sure I will have to activate the ESP as well. Unless they've changed that as being a thing. But I'd be very surprised if they've changed that. I'm sure you still need to activate it. Oh, you can do it through the creations menu too. That's good to know. Good to know. I will just switch across to Starfield. Ah, provided through an extension, you have to download it. The ESP should auto-activate if you're in the folder. Oh, okay. Well, okay, let's reopen Starfield. We're living and learning here. Can do it through the creations menu. Okay, let's open Starfield and look at the creations menu. And see whether there's a button. The ESP should auto-activate if it's in the folder, you say. Yeah, okay, fine. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's have a look. We'll eliminate the problems one by one. Press any button to start. Okay. Creations. Oh, you can't see my screen, of course, but just give me a second and I'll sort that. Give me a second and I'll sort it. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Ah! It's not activated. Knew it wouldn't be. Okay, let me just switch to so you can see what I'm talking about. Where's the thing? Ah! Caca. Right, here we go. See? It is not ticked. Tick it. Looks good now. The game will now reload. Go for it. Right, let's load that. Try again. If it will indeed do that, which it appears to not be, for it is crashing. Oh no, it's spinning a thing. Well, how long do you have to spin the thing for before it'll load? Yes. Yes, that's fine. That's really cool. So it automatically has profiles. Oh, that's so cool. That's such a good feature. This save has a different load order. So would you like to use that one or your current one? That's actually really good game design. Yeah, current, please. But that's good. I love that. So you no longer need mod managers to manage profiles for you. You can just do it. Mind blown. Anyway, right. Here we are back in our corridor. Do we see... ah! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! It's PC Nico Bundle. He says hello. He's wearing a spacesuit. Hello, hello, hello. Howdy. Okay, so now we have learned that by default, if you put them in this category, they do not instantly become recruitable. Unless this game also has the dialogue bug, which is also possible. What happens if I save and quick load? Okay, so it doesn't also have the dialogue bug. So that's fine. Right, so we now know that creates that. But maybe let's try making our own dialogue for him. Anyway, let's quit. Maybe it does have the dialogue bug. It just doesn't necessarily mean that that's the problem. We're living and learning. Dooby-dabby-doo. It's a learning experience with Joe. Let's go back to the screen with camera to the creation kit and go and look at Derek and see what is done with it. Derek, it's Derek. Derek, it's Derek. How are you spoken to? Who uses you? Let's have a look at who uses Derek. Who uses Derek? Various topic infos. All sorts of dialogue. Some of these affinity events. Presumably a quest of some kind. Quest. It's a follower quest. Okay. Fine. Fine. So we're doing custom follower framework. Except maybe we don't need it all. Let's have a look. So you have a follower quest with priority. You check that the alias is Derek. You fill Daliac in straight away. Fill Daliac? You fill the alias in straight away. You don't need to worry about keeping it empty. Fair enough. Non-optional. Fill it with Derek. Fine. Custom topics. Ah, they've changed it. Great. Okay. Custom event topics. These are the topics that trigger when those events play. Great. Really useful. Okay. Good stuff. So that's how all of that works. Hey, Cthulhu! Thanks so much for being a member. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you check in for a minute. Okay, what else do we got? So that's where custom topics apparently go, of which we only have, for Derek, this lot. Command dialogue. No. Scenes. And now this round is called Scenes We'd Like to See. I'll spin the wheel of news, and you can choose which topic you're going to talk about. Okay, here are individual scenes that Derek will play. Okay, good stuff. Good. Standard hellos, standard goodbyes. Question is, how do we do ordinary quest dialogue? Recruitment stuff. Probably Derek's story quest. Custom topics. It's not in custom topics again. Interesting. Maybe we'll have a look about how this stuff is generally implemented then, regardless of Derek. Let's have a look. If we just grab a quest, a named quest. So, something like, I don't know, whatever this is. Escape from the Endless Voyage. That maybe has dialogue? Yeah, it doesn't in there either. Interesting. Okay. Challenge scenes. Interesting. Oh! Oh, is this how you do dialogue in Starfield? You do a scene. We do it with a player. The player acts as a person in the scene. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, folks, looks like if you're doing a back and forth conversation, you do it with a scene, whereas one-off lines you do through this. Is that it? Yeah. So if it's just the follower that's speaking, then you do it through these, or just the NPC that's speaking, you do it through these infos. Misc, favors, combat detection, whatever, all the same stuff. But now they've separated player dialogue out into scenes. Fascinating. That's a good question, Blue. I'm not actually sure. I don't think you are. I think it locks the camera. But Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so let's just take a punt at this with Nico then. So let's just try it. Ooh, player dialogue. Don't know. Let's try new JR follower test scene 1. Great. We'll make a scene. Let's make a scene. What else do we got under edit data? Okay, we got some scene data. Okay, that's fine. Edit actor behavior. Okay, that's so far so standard. We're probably going to want to add a new actor. Player default. Fabulous. Interesting to note, there's also play audio at player. Voice note, which is how we might do Meridia's beacon or something like that. If we wanted to do that. So you don't need to create your own custom talking activator thing anymore. Interesting. Okay, now I want a new actor, but for that I'll need a new alias. So we're going to create a new reference alias. So far that's the same. That's great. This is going to be JR follower alias. Great. Force into alias on fill. You can put in the player if you want to. Okay, that's good to know. Flags are done. They're more or less the same. We just got it on the left instead of on the top. We're going to make them essential. That's fine. Optional. Is optional to all scenes in the quest. Yes, that's a good useful thing to be able to say. Okay, forced or export. If selected, you'll have the selected voice type. Forced makes the actor that fills this alias have the selected voice. Will have what? If selected, this makes the actor that fills this alias have the selected voice type. Or export. If selected, then the actor that fills will have the selected alias. That means the same thing! Okay, I don't know about that. But we'll check the optional button. Okay, interesting. Where do they get the CK? You can download it off Steam. Will allow everything. Is companion. Ha! If checked, dialogue from this alias should be ignored when determining surrounding dialogue for a line in the scene. That is exciting. Is that a box that we can check, which means the companion won't talk over other stuff? I think it is. Oh, I hope it is. If I check that, does that mean the companion won't talk if other things are already talking? I'm going to check it for now, and we can explore what exactly that does. But if it is, that is such a useful feature. Let's add that. Let's check that, see if it works. Allow destroyed, sure, okay. Okay, specific reference, unique reference. We'll fill this in with JR test follower. That works the same. That's good to know. Okay, we don't need to worry about any conditions for it. What else have we got, though? We've got factions, yep, spells, keywords, terminals, inventory, packages, linked aliases, scripts. Very good. Okay, we'll hit OK on that. That makes sense. Okay, so let's try making a scene then. So we do that now. We say new actor. We can now add the follower, which is also in the scene. Phase 1, we want the player to talk, so we'll say new action dialogue. Player dialogue. Interesting. Let's try saying player dialogue. Response text. Hello. Let's say, hello there, officer. Head tracking. You can choose who it head tracks! So useful! Without having to do it in the other thing. Okay, fine. Force rotate to target. Great. Okay. Well, this doesn't matter because it's the player. So I'm assuming we just go like that and see if that does anything. Voice override. I mean, I don't know about any of this. But let's just leave that for now. Choice 1, choice 2. I don't know what any of that means. Let's just press OK on that and see what happens. I'm wondering if that is correct. Oh, no. Hello there, officer NPC response. Interesting. So this says you say something and you get a response in the same scene. Let's see what happens. This might be, I might be doing this completely wrong. People from the future from like 2025 or later in 24 or whatever and look back at this video, this will be hugely embarrassing for me. You'll see me doing all these dumb things and you'll go, Joseph knows nothing about modding. And you're right. At this point in my life, I know nothing about modding Starfield, but we're learning. So, response text. Hello, hello, hello. Head tracking. Player. Force rotate to target. Rotate, that's fine, yeah. Script, no, we don't need that. Ooh, voice types are 2 options. That's fine. Okay, good. Interrupt percentage, don't know what that means. But let's press OK on that. Ooh, ha! Suggesting cello. Ignore. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Scripts. Good. Okay. Fine. Hello. Now I want to link that to another phase. How does that work? Does it have a links to button? Scene, start scene, only parent quest scene? What? Let's back up again and look at another one and see how they do this. Let's grab another scene and see if we can figure that out. So let's go grab another thing. Maybe this, the best there is, whatever this is. Grab a scene. How do they do this? Oh, there was one. This looks like some kind of player dialogue. Player dialogue action 2. Dialogue target. Now, how does this work? I had no choice. There's always a choice. You made yours. If your time comes in, I'll make mine. Okay, how do you work then? They didn't check NPC reaction. Okay, but fine. You click info. Here's this one. How does this work? Doesn't appear to do anything. But choice 2 does that. Yeah, you don't obviously do anything to link it to anything else. Okay, fine. Then what happens? You go on to some more dialogue. Sorry, this may be spoilery for people who haven't played. I haven't played properly either. But, so we start with some just generic dialogue. Okay, and then we get to the action with the player dialogue with 3 possible responses, each with the choice. But it doesn't look like there's an obvious way to make this link to the next dialogue. I'm sure there is. It might be this start scene button. This one might be used to link to other dialogue, but until we see something that says exactly how that's done, we won't try that for now. But it leads straight on to the next scene, and the next scene has 2 phases with response text like that. Okay, great. Good. Greetings, top level challenge scenes. Ah, greeting scenes. Okay. Good. Making sense. So this is how you do it. You implement a greeting scene in the list. And then you check the conditions on said scene, which you put down here. And this determines which one is said. So maybe there's a generic one for, okay, misc. Ah, you also have hellos for if there is no greeting scene. Okay, so this is how you implement blocking dialogue. This is how you do it. Okay, blocking dialogue happens in here, and it's now called a greeting scene. And that's if you have something specific that you want to play. And if there are no valid greeting scenes, it plays a hello and then goes to the top level greeting scenes, which are options that you can choose. Okay. I'm understanding this now. Let's go back. Let's try it. So we're going to go and misc. We're going to create a hello. This is where I want to put my hello. Hello. I can even put head tracking for this. That's cool. Okay. That does nothing, and that's just a generic. In fact, we'll even put that on random. Press OK on that. It has no conditions. Please add a condition unless it should be spoken by everyone. Okay, so then I have to add a condition. Now, of course, I want to add general conditions so that the only person who speaks in this quest is my follower. Now, I can go get is ID, but I can, of course, go get is alias. Get is alias ref, and then I can just fill it in with the follower alias, so that's fine. Okay, so that means this is valid for everyone who is that alias, which they are, which is good. Very good. So then I can go back to, I'm going to set the priority at 70, because that seems like a sensible one, and that's what Derek used, which would also tally with Skyrim. Great. Then I go back to my MISC, there's my hello. That's fine now, because that now has conditions on it, because by default it inherits the conditions from the original thing. So if I press OK, that's now fine. Then we can go to greeting or top level scenes, and in fact we can go back to my scene here, which is the scene 1. We're going to change this to say, follow me, I need your help. Will doing that limit player dialogue? I don't see why it would. Hello. In what way do you mean it would limit player dialogue? But anyway, we go over to hello, hello, hello. And this time it would be, right, you are. In fact, we'll go, Pendle of the Yard is on the case. No, ignore. I don't like that. I don't like how it does that. But it's a good feature. But I don't personally like it. I can set the speaker. Interesting. We'll leave that as default for now. Hopefully that'll work fine. Okay, great. But we're going to run a script. Let's try writing a script. Run fragment. KM my quest you can apparently set. Okay, good to know. But we're going to go... how should we do this? Let's go... Let's do this with a... we're not going to do this with a stage. We're going to do this with the global variable. So we're going to go to property. See how that works. No? You don't like it? Can't have it? Pressing properties doesn't do anything? Try minimizing it, reopening it. If player dialogue is as an actor in a scene, you limiting spoken dialogue in the scene to just your alias, would that be an issue? I'm sorry, I still don't quite understand what you mean. Ah, Mr. Video Freak says you have to compile the script first, then properties. Well, let's try that. Run fragment. If I hit properties, we don't like it. If I hit that, hit compile first. Ooh, it all freezes. Do we not like semicolons in Starfield? Oh, we're doing something. We're running a command window. What? Why are we running the command window? Why have we opened this? Help. Oh, it says AVG cyber capture. Oh, I think my antivirus is kicking in. Oh, good. Oh, it's testing whether Papyrus compiler was safe. Ah, it's my antivirus. That's fine. Okay, and it failed. Probably because AVG stopped it. No, you still don't like it. Cannot use import folder. Could not find a part of the path. Oh, do I need to create a source folder? Steam apps, common Starfield data script source. Okay, hang on. Right, give me a sec. Just going to open that up. Just make sure I'm not showing you any stuff for which I'm under NDA for work. Okie dokie diddly doo. That should all be fine. What's it called? Oh, it's the other one. Okay. program files. I think it was times 86. Steamapps common. Right, okay. Let's go screen with camera again, and you can see what I'm doing. So, Steamapps. Now, what did they say? They said data. Ah, okay, data source, but I can go data, new folder, scripts, and then I can go source. I know the path was on the error message, but we're not looking at that at the moment. Script source, that's what we want, I think. Data, script source. Lovely jubbly. Try again. You don't like it. Unable to find flags file, Starfield papyrus flags.fulg. Okay. Why? It says it's going to look for it under there. You think my antivirus ate it? I don't know. It did say it had passed, so I would be surprised if it ate it, but... But maybe it did. Let's see. Let's just try it again, just in case. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll apply some engineering know-how. We gon' turn it off and on again. Close. Open. See if this helps. If in doubt, turn it off and on again. Da 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 da. Bow. Do 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 do. Great. And we wanted to have Derek. Ah, it's now added Derek as a master. We'll have to clean that up later, but that's fine. Oh, I'm not singing anything copyrightable, Brock. I'm singing a generic platform jumping tune. Da 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 da. Oh, ba ba da boo da bee da bee da bee da bee da bee. Put them together, and what do you get? Bippity boppity boo. Woo! Whoa, this takes such a long time to load. To be fair, the original Skyrim CK took way longer than this to load, so it's pretty impressive. It's just the new, this creation kit fixes was so much faster. But hey, here we go. Come on. Come on. Loady, loady, load. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Let's do it. Let's load. I don't know the Starfield song. I haven't played the game enough. Ooh. Okay. I'm sure that's fine. Check editor warnings for current warning. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's pretend that that's not a problem. I'm going to choose to pick my battles, and we're not going to do that battle at the moment. We're going to have a look at this. We're going to open it up, and we're going to see if that good old script will compile. And if it won't, then we're going to troubleshoot that. Compile. It doesn't like it because it can't find the flags. And do you know the problem is that modding for Starfield is too new. It's too new. So there won't be a tutorial. Oh, but let's try. Let's just have a quick look, just in case there is anything on the internet. Unable to find flags file, Starfield papyrus flags.fulg. And then we'll try and troubleshoot why it might not be able to find this and where we might find it. Ah! Okay, there was one for Skyrim. Someone ran into this problem with Skyrim. Needs to be in data scripts. Try dropping the flags file into data script/source. Okay. Okay. Flags. So where do I find the flags file? Data source/scripts. Oh, they haven't, have they? No, they haven't. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It's not that. I thought they'd messed up the directory like they had before. But let's find it, and we'll point it to the right place. Okay. Let's go back to the screen share, and you can see what I'm doing. Let's just have a little hunt. We're going to work our way through this. Go on then, Mystic Malevolent. You see, I think it probably is that. I think it is the same kind of error we get in Skyrim. So does Starfield have a script? It probably does. You're probably right. Is there a script.zip? Is there a script.zip? No, there ain't. I can't see no script.zip. But if we go into data script source, fragments, topic infos, this is the one I just tried to make. So it does have the source file, which is good. But it doesn't have a scripts folder. So where might we find it? Well, we could obviously try decompiling a BSA, but I don't think that's the way to go. We can have a look. What's in backup? That's where we put our saves. Data views. Do I need to unpack the script? Well, that could be a point, Paul. I don't know how we unpack scripts in Starfield. Let's, we're going to just have a look. We're going to just find out. But I need that flag. We already looked in that. So, let's see. Oh, that'd be great, Mr. Video Freak. Do let me know. But we're going to look for... What we're looking for is a thing called Starfield Papyrus Flags.fulg. Let's see where we can find that. Let's try a search. Starfield Papyrus Flags.fulg. Do you exist? No. We don't have a file called that. Is there a handy sort of installer thing I'm supposed to run that might tell us where we find that? I don't know. Is there some kind of bat? No, well, that's app data. Yeah, the thing is, here's the thing. Okay, so we're looking at the error message. It's giving us this file path. Now, this file path may not be where it's looking to find the flag. It's just saying, here is a file path. But let's try following this file path. Let's look in this. What's here? Nothing. So this is some kind of working thing. Chocolate cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake. Sarah will get the chocolate cheesecake. So this is not what we wanted. So we're going to back up because that's just a temporary folder. So we don't care about that. So data scripts, yes. So if we do that, if we go to data scripts as source, this is the thing I just made. So the only thing in there is my fragments thing. So that's where this file should be, but it ain't. Starfield tools. You are wise. Content resources.zip. Hello. Hello to you. Good afternoon, madam. This is probably what we want. Let's get this. Let's just extract this lot. Cancel that. Let's go back to Starfield data. I'm going to have this lot. Let's extract it all. No, I don't need materials and particles. I just need scripts. Give me the scripts. Okay. Ah. Maybe all this stuff should have gone in source. Because these are all source files. So even though it said scripts, maybe it should go in script/source. In which case we'll undo that. Will it let me undo? It won't let me undo that. So we're going to delete all of that. And we're going to do it again. Or do you think having it there twice? I don't know. Well, I don't... The thing is, though, I'm still not seeing the fulg. Yes, I am. Starfield Papyrus flags.fulg. It's there. Let's try it. Let's see if that's the place to have it then. Let's go again. Compile. You still don't like it. Okay, but the flag is there. So let's try restarting the CK and then try it. And if that doesn't work, then we'll restart the CK and then move it to the other place as well. Because I think all of this lot might need to be in the source folder. But we're going to try it not in the source folder, just to start with. And then we can put it in the source folder if it doesn't. But I'm going to do just the one to start with, just to find out for sure which one it needs to be in. Blue says it needs to be in source, so that's fine. But let's just test. I know it's a fulg file. So let's reboot. Reboot. Boop. Boop. Ba-doo. A reboot. Ba. Boop. Ba-da. Ba-da-ba-doo. Ba-ba. Do. Ba-ba. Sombra, have you already found internet stuff about this? That's great. Well, let's just find out. Let's just load it up and have a little look. And if this doesn't work, then we'll try putting it in source. And then we'll try loading it up again. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn on the words of yesterday. Live and learn if you beg or if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Electric air guitar. Hope you enjoyed. This is part of the content experience, so I'm just sharing that with you. While we watch the load screen, because it's not very exciting. Okay, right, great. We got the load screen. Okay, yep, still problems. I'm sure that's fine. Okie dokie. We're going to open up the scene again to there, and we're going to try it. Compile. Didn't like it. So now we're going to get the stuff and stick it in source. And we're going to get all this stuff. Hello, Tholier in Argentina. Hope you're well. I'm going to stick all of this stuff in source. Ah, you think it should be in source base. Thank you for the suggestion, Mr. Video Freak. We'll try that in a second. We'll just try it like this. Ah, no, look. It compiles. It does it. Happy days. No error anymore. Smashed it. So it doesn't look like that needs to go in source/base. Just gone in there. So it appears to work. So let's see if it will compile now. So if I go back into scripts, fragments, topic infos, we have a PEX file. There we go. We love a PEX file. Got to work on those PEX. Now, we're going to write our script. So the script was going to be, we're going to go, now we've compiled it, we're going to go to properties. We're going to add a property. We're going to add a global variable property. Global variable. And the property is called JR test. I've forgotten what I called it. But JR test follower global, something like that. Did I call it that? I did call it that. Smashing. Okay. Give me that. Right. JR test follower global dot set value 1. Compile. I guess that works. So when he says that, it sets that to 1. And also needs to recruit him. So I'll tell you what we'll do. What we'll do is we'll also put him in the faction. So we're going to go AK speaker, so we're going to make the faction. I'm guessing here. Give me a sec. Let's go back and have a look at Derek again, because Derek is the teacher of all things. Let's just have a quick look, because now we know where to look for the dialogue, which is under scenes. We're looking for a recruit thing. Is there indeed a recruit thing? Maybe not. Oh, also scene collections. I wonder what that is. Doesn't matter. Okay, fine. Derek buttons. Nope. Derek command. Nope. Derek greet scene. Hey, Puppy Slurpy. Welcome to the stream. Ah, okay. So that's if the global variable is... Ah, okay. If it is Derek and that's there. Get stage get his ID. Okay, that looks fine. Okay. Interesting. Not what I was hoping for. Because I want to know... Gosh, this is a tricky old interface. How do I actually move the thing up and down? I want to know how it's actually recruited. How do you recruit a follower with dialogue? Well, if I go back to this, misc hello, there's a thing which is group hello follower. Ah, that's how you make a group now. Okay, interesting. And they can all have the same conditions. You can group dialogue and give it all conditions in one group. That is so useful. Look, you can make a group and it all has the same conditions. Which is sneaking equals 0 and get global variable direct global is greater than equal to 1, which means they're recruited. Okay, so our follower package will happen. Okay, I understand this now. I get it. We go back to JR follower test. We're going to go to miss. We're going to say hello. Not that one. Sorry, no. No, not that one. Where's the thing? I put it under there. That's where we put it. Okay. And then, no, it wasn't there. It was under scenes. But we want to put this under a greeting. We're to add this now as a greeting scene, as a top level scene. How do we add it to a top level scene? We don't know yet. We're going to find out. Okay, we get it. Where's the thing? Ah! Scenes. Now, this is a top level scene. So by putting it here, it'll then appear... It has no conditions, but it will appear in the top level scene. Very good. Right, it has no conditions. Where do we add the conditions? There. Okay. We're going to put it over here now. I don't know who Heather Kasdan or Mary Jane are. New. Target. Okay, so this is a condition. So this is the follow me, which means he needs to be not recruited, for which we can do get global value. What's its name? JR test globe follower global now has to be equal to 0 for this to work. Okay, fine. And if that's the case, this happens and it sets the global value to 1. When that value is set to 1, this dialogue will no longer be available. And he should now start using the follow package, which we said. So with that in mind, let's test it. I don't care what you're thinking as you turn to me, 'cause what I have in my two hands is enough to set me free. Set me free. I can fight the feeling to resist it all the time. When it's just too much to take, we sneak up from behind. Is it me you say you're looking for? Keep it wholesome, please, chat. Thank you. Right, Nico Pendle. There he is. We're going to do a save and reload in case that's a thing. Okay, so the scene will not open as it currently stands. Let's have a little look as to why that might be. It could be that we haven't generated... It could be that saving and reloading doesn't generate the file, the thingy file. You know, the... I've forgotten what it's called. You know, the thing that means dialogue works to start with. But then again, the quest might not be running because I might not have set the quest properly as start gamer labeled. I also need to figure out what is going on with the... Ah, you're right, you're right. That's also a good point, Blue. His alias will not be loaded. So we'll try doing that as well. So from before I installed this lot. Oops. Tab, tab, tab. I wanted the one that was more recent. Hang on. Yeah, that's the one. That's when you've left the lodge. Yeah, yeah. So it's in that order. That's the one we want. That's a good point. Let's rule that one out, Blue. See if that's the issue. And then we need to go and check whether I properly remembered to actually set the quest as start game enabled. Well, I didn't set it, but see whether it defaulted to that or not. Which, of course, it might not be. So we'll check that. But let's just jump upstairs and see if this is the problem. Which, of course, it could be. Ha! Something's happening. No dialogue action in player in first phase. Follow me, I need your help. Joseph, follow me, I need your help. Okay. He didn't say anything. And it didn't work. But something's happening. So we're learning. So what we've learned is I didn't set this up right. We're learning Blue was absolutely right with the alias thing. Now, I wonder what I have actually done. So, if we jump back to the CK... So, what happens here? This is phase 1. Now, because this shouldn't be in the player. Or should it? But it's a good point, because how does this know that Nico is the one who has to reply? I think I've put this in the wrong place. Ender, it would never go well the first time when we're doing something like this that's deliberately experimental. Something with player dialogue. Now, where do you put it? You put it in the NPC. You don't put it in the player. Oh, I get it now. Right, let's close that. Let's close that. I was being dumb. I made an assumption that was obviously an erroneous assumption. You don't put it in the player. You put it in the follower alias. Because it knows the player and needs to know who's going to reply to it. Let's do that. It's nice that we have an apply and save button, by the way. That helps for testing, but I'm going to do it again because I'm paranoid. Right, let's reopen Starfield and see if that does it. That's much more likely to work. I really ought to set up some hotkeys for doing this. Yeah, that's a good shout, Blue. It might mean that you can have multiple people in a one-on-one convo. That's entirely possible. Anyway, we're going to go continue, load that. You're right. We'll have to explore whether that's an option. Okay, when this loads, we'll have another go. There he is. Oh. Ah! He says it now, at least. Okay, I messed that up, but Pendle of the Yard is on the case. He said his line. Don't suppose he now does actually follow you. That would be too much to ask for. But, you know, that's something. So still says no dialogue action on player in first phase. But then, follow me, I need your help. Pendle of the Yard is on the case. Okay, I think I might know why that might be. Oh, no, I don't. Hang on. So we've now worked out how to make him say dialogue, which is an invaluable thing to have learned. Now, we don't know whether the script actually worked because I can't figure out how to open the console in Starfield. Hang on, let's switch back to screen with camera so you can see what's going on. Okay, so let's have a look. So it says no player dialogue action in first phase. What does that mean? No player dialogue action in first phase. Oh, I am Paul. You say at. At is the button to press to open the console. Well, let's just test that. Ha! Thank you, I am Paul. Points to you. You're right. Can I do that? Ah, great. JR test follower global equals 0. So that tells me it didn't set the global value. We told it to, but it didn't. But that's fine. That's fine. It's the at button. The at key. That's the one. The at button. That's what you've got to press. Ampersand. At. No, not ampersand. That's something else. But at, as in the email at button. Anyway, so he does say the dialogue, but it doesn't set. It doesn't actually set the global value like it should do. Get global value JR test follower global? Is that a thing? It's probably not the right syntax, is it? Okay, let's just run the help again. Yeah, and is ampersand. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it does say... What if I just go JR test follower global? I don't suppose you'll let me do that. No, okay. What if it's capital case sensitive? No, you don't like that. But yeah, let's try that. It's a good shout, Blue. Set JR follower test global to 1, just to see what happens if we do set it. You don't like it. Okay, so I guess I need to give it the actual ID. Because you don't like it. Unless we page up. JR. Oh, it's JR test follower global. You're right. You're right. JR test follower. No, it's not constant. Oh, no. You didn't like that either. JR test follower global. JR test follower global. Yeah, you don't like it. Bah. Bah, indeed. Why don't you like that? It's not how it used to work. Let's try something else. Set global value. JR test. JR test Follower global. Nah. You don't like that. Set value. Ah, active value. Okay, fine. Do you want me to do it by ID? Is that it? Which is very unhelpful if that's the case. Oh, but you don't tell me what the ID is, do you? It's down here. 0100081E. So it ends in 81E, but we need to find out what the actual thing was. Okay, let's try. So it's going to be 02000, what was it? 81E. Is that what I just said? 81E, yeah. Okay, well that ran at least. Ha! That did it. Okay, so if you're going to set the global variable, you have to pass in the actual form ID. You can't give it the name. Okay, lesson learned. Now that's set to 1, does that actually affect anything? Firstly, does the dialogue work? Okay, so the condition does work on the dialogue. That option isn't now available. But he does still say hello, 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 which is now added to those options, but he appears to have a default set of options. He isn't behaving as a follower, but to be fair, his package might not be evaluating. Ah, he is now. There you go, his package is evaluated. So if you set the global variable to 1, he does function as a follower. We achieved the objective of the stream! It's not functional because we need to manually set the global value, but we have got a follower. Brock, please don't do that. Come on, let's keep it clean, yeah? Keep it wholesome. But anyway, there we go. So, we want to add a evaluate package to the script. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But we need to know why the script didn't set it to global like it should be. So let's have a look. Let's quit. But it's good to know that works. If the global does actually set, then it works. So we'll go back to that. We need to figure out what we did wrong with this. Because it says no player thing for the thing. Is that because no. What? We still need to look at how other quests are implemented. Okay, so what happens here? The player isn't an actor, whereas I made the player an actor. Oh, if I say greetings scene, maybe I didn't check greetings scene. Let's go back. I thought I did though. Ah, no, I made it top level. Of course. Oh no, I don't fully understand. Because what if there are other options? I want this to come up as an option, but there's no player. But there is, because there's the hellos, but do hellos not count? Do hellos not count as greeting scenes? Maybe that's different. Maybe they still need... Maybe hellos behave differently. So if we go to greetings and we make it, let's make a scene then. But regardless, even with that problem to one side, the script didn't run. So let's make a new scene, which we'll call JR follower test greetings 1. And this is going to have an actor, which is just the follower alias. Now, this is for player dialogue, and it's a greeting scene. And all that happens with this one is I'm going to actually just write a really generic greetings, just so we know that this is the greeting when that happens. Okay. I'm sure that's fine. I don't really know how that works, but that's fine. Okay, so greetings. So the alias will now say greetings, and that says greeting scene. So there is at least an existing greeting scene. And then we can say top level topics on end. When this ends, go to the top level dialogue menu, which is what we want, because then it'll go over to, oh, it has no conditions. Sorry, it doesn't need a condition. This is always valid. You don't like it, though. This is fine. See you, Blue. Thanks for all your help. Massively appreciated. Okay, so we've now figured out that, but we need to know why the script doesn't run. Even though I filled the property and I set .test value, and we compiled it. So I could try it on the begin, which should inherit the same properties if it works the same. So let's try putting it on the begin, but let's also try. No, it won't be that. That's not how it works. It's properties thing now, Ender. So we're that far. We're through that bit. The name doesn't matter, you see, I've added it as a property. But also the player has a line. So what happens, maybe I have to put the script on the player's line. Tell you what, let's put it on the player's line, and let's do a thing. We're going to say set it to 1 if it's that. We'll set it to 2 if it's that. Oh, sorry, yeah, I didn't. That's my bad. I didn't add it as a property. Oh yeah, it hasn't compiled. Fine. Compile. Not a bad idea, Paul. If there's an alternative thing, I can try that as well. Let's do a general test. So we're going to get global variable. JR follower test. Oh, sorry, JR test follower global, wasn't it? Test follower global. But maybe it wasn't. Yeah, it was JR test follower global. Right, we'll paste that. Now we're going to try that. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. We're also going to try the other thing, which you've said set value int. No, we're not. We're going to try it without first, just to see if this works. Because I don't see why that shouldn't work. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll learn if there's a trick to it. And then we can test what the value is to determine whether indeed any of these ran. And then if that doesn't work, we'll try set value int, as Paul says. And we can also test the greetings thing now when we jump in. Okay. Great. Now we've got greetings dialogue. So he says greetings. But it doesn't go to the top level thing. Is that because I'm loading the wrong... Did I save one before I closed? Is the global variable still... I don't care about that. Sorry, help JR. Is that because the global value is now still 1? It's still 1. Okay, fine. Let's reload an earlier one. Close the thing. Okay. Let's load an earlier save. Exit save. It automatically saves when you close the game by default. That's a brilliant idea. Right, greetings. Oh, no. No dialogue action on player in first phase. I still haven't done it right. Okay, fine. But anyway, follow me. And let's just test. What does it say? It's 0 now. Pendle of the yard is on the case. Now let's test and see what it is. I think it's still 0. Okay, so none of those worked. Didn't work at all. I must understand. Okay, now this... dialogue target. I've said dialogue target is the alias. I don't mean that. The dialogue target is the player. Maybe it doesn't like that. So I said say it to yourself. Oh, because I had it as the player, whereas this is something that should be said by them to the player. Okay. Actor is JR follower only, so maybe it doesn't like that. Let's try that. See if that works. But in any case, head tracking, sorry, and it's not on that, it's on the player. Okay. So let's try that, and now we'll try that set value int. As suggested by Paul. See you, very classy demon. Oh, no, you're not leaving. Oh, you're going to be lurking. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying. Okay, so now we know that none of those worked. So let's try. I don't understand why this should be different, but let's try set value int. Because Paul has given wise advice so far. And maybe it's changed. Maybe set value is no longer a functional thing. Okay, so we've set those, we've compiled those scripts. We're going to apply and save. And I'm going to save again, and then we're going to reload it. And at some point soon, I'm going to have to stop for dinner because it's 9 o'clock. And I haven't eaten, and I'm starving. But I'm also starving for knowledge. I must know how this works. I will not give up. I will not be beaten. I will not be beaten. Sorry, I've just realised the little camera in the corner is super zoomed in, and so I'm always off to one side. Just before we test that, let me just fix that. Because that's really silly. An ultra zoomed in thing. I know why that is as well. The whole time, you've barely been able to see me in the corner of the screen. It's because of, camera's fine, but if I go back to, where is it? I wanted camera cropped. It's like that, isn't it? Yeah. Transform, fit to screen. That'll make it work better. Okay, let's go back to, game with camera. Now I'm actually the right size in the corner. None of you said anything. You just let me be weirdly in the corner. Right, okay. Now let's test it. So, greetings, Mr. Pendle. Let's test the value. Help, JR. Yeah, I get it. I get that you don't like me opening the console. Okay, it's currently 0. Pendle of the Yard is on the case. Does he immediately follow? No, he doesn't. But we didn't set evaluate package, which is fine. But oh, this is the most frustrating thing. Still 0. Why are you not? Why would you not do it? There's got to be a reason. Has to be a reason. I don't think there should be any point for sec values at this stage. Yeah, that's a good shout. Let's check the global. Shouldn't need a sec file at this stage because the dialog is running. The value is 0 and it's not set to constant. So I don't see why that should be a problem. What I want to know is the script actually running? So we're going to add debug.notification. I'm hoping this works still. Player start. I don't know whether debug... Do debug notifications show up in Starfield? Is that a thing? I'm assuming they probably do. This is testing for fun, Soma. At this stage, I'm not this is not ever going to be a companion that I release. This is me learning to make one to see if it can be done. Well, I know it can obviously be done, but to see to what extent, well, how difficult it is, to be honest. Just testing, just seeing how it's done, seeing if it can be done as easily as it is in Skyrim, which so far it's looking like it probably is. I might sum what we've learned up today into a video to post on the main channel, because that might be quite useful. But how hard can this really be? Come on. Do I get a notification? Of course, if I don't get the notification, we don't know whether that's because notifications don't work in the same way that they did, which of course we don't know. It might well be notifying, and we of course don't know. How does the dialogue work with her, by the way? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, that wasn't actually the best test, what I've just done, is it? Because I didn't actually test notification. I don't have a way of testing notifications. Well, debug.trace usually prints to the papyrus log in vanilla Skyrim. Doesn't usually post in game, but maybe they've changed that in Starfield. Yeah, I know you got no conditions, but the greetings works. Claire's lagging obviously behind by a long way, because they're just seeing the console bit. And they're saying tilde, but it's not tilde, it is actually at. You're right. They'll find that out when they get to this bit of the thing. Now, this is in the scene. Okay. We do have dialogue. That's compiled. To be fair, we have no evidence at the moment that any of my scripts will run. The problem might not be with my script. The problem might be with my compiler, because we had that weird issue with the compiler, and it certainly appeared to compile. But it might be putting it in the wrong place, of course. Comes up under fragments. Is that where it's supposed to be? I think it probably is. If I go scripts, fragments, topic infos, yeah, we get that there. Yeah, we had a little poke around in another follower called Derek Midori. We should probably have a bit more of a poke around in a minute, but I just want to know how this works. Because to be honest, this bit now is not to do with a follower. This bit is setting a global value, which should be perfectly doable. To set a global value. Let's see if I can find another instance of a global variable being set. And see how they do it. And see if there's something I'm missing here. If I get, say, this one, Dombrowski bribe, and we look at how that's used. It's used in this quest. Fragment, 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 whatever, but... Yeah, at the moment we haven't quite got to that skill level with the CK. Midori. So we're not quite able to just add it to another follower and check if the script works at all. You know, we're not quite... I wouldn't quite know how to begin to do that just at the moment. But I'm trying to find where exactly this is used. Oh, it says it's used a whole bunch of times. Maybe it's not. Oh, it's using because it's using get global. No. Maybe it was supposed to be this line. Oh, I'm flummoxed and I don't like it. There will be a way to do this. So the script did compile. Okay, let's just try another thing. Oh, DJ Legends is jumping in with something saying it uses quest fragments. What do you mean by that? It uses quest fragments. You're saying something, you're saying words that should make sense, but I don't quite follow what you mean by jumping in saying it uses quest fragments. Again, I'm still not following what you mean, I'm afraid. But anyway, we have a topic info. On R1 under R quest. I've moved on from that now, DJ. We'll go back in a minute, maybe. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. So is there something else I can try? What I need to know is the debug. So give me a second, because if we can get at least the debug thing working, then I'll know. So I need to know how to properly do a debug notification in Starfield. Because people have been scripting in Starfield. Yeah, they do use debug.notification. The Skyrim creation kit wiki has Starfield information? But yeah, they do use debug.notification, and that appears to function. So no, sorry, yeah, no, I know debug.notification works in Skyrim. Yeah, I'm at that level. What we're trying to ascertain is whether it's the notification system that doesn't work, or whether it's my script that isn't running. Now, I think it's my script that isn't running. Starfield scene script. Okay, no, that's not going to work for now. Let's have a look. If I go back, what we need to try and find is an example of how scripts run in a scene. Just an example of a script running, and I can go from there. Let's go back to our good old friend Derek. I can't see any evidence that my script's running at all, Mr. Video Freak. Of course, I don't have the source files for this one anyway, actually, so I can't look at that. Even if it had any, it wouldn't load. Try typing template in Quest. Thing is, DJ, what I could do with at the moment is a little bit more sort of explanation. You know, rather than, don't just sort of, it doesn't massively help me if you just tell me try typing something. But what would really help is if you could just write a couple of sentences just to say, why don't you try doing this because it'll tell us this or something. That'll direct me a little bit better. But I do appreciate the help. But at the moment, you know, with the lag and everything on the messages, if I do type, if you say type template, I'll type template and then I'll wait like 20 seconds or whatever for you to see it and then us to move forward from there. So it's not quite going to work. But let me try and find a script that does run. Just want to find a script running in dialogue. But maybe they do it in a different way. Maybe they do this in a different way now, and that's why it's not. Maybe I'm expecting it to appear in a particular place, but it doesn't appear in that place. Which would be interesting. Obviously, they're going to have scripts. Ah, okay. It failed to load code, so it's not got the source files. Okay. Let's try closing the CK and reopening it, because I don't know that we did that before we expanded that. Right, Starfield Creation Kit. Let's reopen that. No, the scene is running. But no, let's try, and we'll try moving the source files as well. But let me just reopen this and see if they're in the right place now that we reopen the Creation Kit. And if they're in the wrong place, then we'll know. Because maybe they do need to go into that base place. But let's just test this. I will not be beaten. We will figure out how to get a script to run. We've come this far. Yeah, I can't think of any other reason we would have a problem on that front. Your source folder, you've got data script source. Makes sense. Which is at the moment where our files are. Okay, so DJ Legends then, you have got Starfield Creation Kit open then, and you've got scripts running. That's good to know. So I just need to learn how to do whatever you're doing. Oopsie daisy. So if we just jump to something that's going to have something like this. Ah, there we go. Now we've restarted it. We haven't actually got scripts loading. Great. Okay, so this is how scripts load are done in quest stages, which is all fine. And what I want to know is how those are done by scenes. So now that I've actually got stuff running, then we should be able to find one of these that runs a script. Here are the conditions. Ah, conditions on the phase you can put. That's interesting. No, this shouldn't affect my script at all. No. Having the source files accessed or not accessed is not going to make any effect as to whether my script runs. But, well, I wouldn't have thought so. I could try recompiling it, just in case something was wrong with the compiler. Ah, have you always been able to put conditions on scene phases? Well, there you go. Something I didn't know for Skyrim. But what I want to know is, do they ever do this? And if not, what do they do instead? I want to find an instance where they set a stage or they run some kind of global or some kind of script on dialogue. And there must be a point where they do that. Or maybe they never do. Maybe there's some kind of thing that means it isn't. I find that hard to believe. Okay, so you can see with the little, this is quite nifty then, you can see with the little square brackets whether there's a script on it. Because I had the PB and PE and you don't see that anywhere. So maybe that implementation is not... Oh, they've got a flag on that, QE755. So on end, they set the quest stage. So they do that. So rather than run a script here, so we could try that. Let's try that. Go on then. There's something to try. Let's close Starfield. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So if we go back to our scene and instead we say set parent quest stage. And we need to make some stages. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the suggestions. Let's make a generic quest stage 0, which is the run on start. Interesting, these timer things and all of that. And we're going to make a new stage, which we'll call 10. And in here, we will put that property. For which we'll go global variable JR test follower global. Set that like that. And then debug dot notification stage 10. And we'll set JR test follower global dot set value to 1 when this stage goes to 10. And now we'll change it so that when the scene, when this dialogue is said, we don't try and run a fragment anymore. We set the quest stage to 10 at each of these points. We'll just try it for all of them and then we'll narrow it down. We'll see if doing that at all of those stages actually does the job. Right. Come on. Interesting. Very interesting. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Thank you, Ender. Yes, let's cross our digits. Cross your appendages, peeps. This probably won't work as well because this is a long, this is a long job. Couldn't see the script name on that dialogue tab. Okay, I'll have a look at that as well. Anyway, here's the greetings. We'll have a look at that in this video. But follow me, I need your help. Pendle of the Yard is on the case. Okay, so we're still not seeing a debug notification. And it's still not triggering when we do it. Okay, so that didn't work. But let's see whether they... let's test the other aspect of it. So let's open the thing here. Help JR. Let's have a look if we go get stage JR follower test. Okay, get stage 020000807. Ooh, it did set to stage 10. Okay, the global remained at 0, but the stage did set to 10 when he said the dialogue. So maybe the issue is with we didn't see the debug notification either. So let's try reloading. Because that tells us something. Let's try reloading and just try it again. So if I go at get stage that, the stage is 0. But I talk to him and we have the dialogue. Follow me, I need your help. Pendle of the Yard is on the case. And then we check again. So the stage does set. So that much works. But when we go back to this, stage 10. Okay, let's do a test to see if any scripts are actually doing anything at all. So if I make a stage 20, and we simply go set stage 20. Click on a character for a get stage. How would I do that, Soma? Is the character in some way linked to the quest? Will it tell me, will it return the quest from the alias? Maybe. We can try that. But in the meantime, so when stage 10 is reached, it automatically sets the stage to 20. Ooh, you say click on advanced. Where am I looking for advanced? Mr. Video Freak. Over here. Fragments, quests, QF, JR follower test. 01000. So we can have a look and see if that's actually appearing. Fragments, quests. Yeah. Yeah, that is appearing. It is actually making a script. So yeah, we're going to say, so when it gets to stage 10, the script says it should jump to stage 20. And if it does, then we know that was working. Well, then we know the script is running. And if it doesn't, we know the script isn't running. So if the script jumps to 20, it's running. If it doesn't, it isn't. My guess is that it won't. My guess is that scripts, there's something that means the scripts just aren't running in general. But of course scripts are running. Because Starfield works. You know, the game wouldn't work if no scripts ever ran. So of course scripts are running. It's just something about my scripts. Let's see. You know, if we had no scripts, it wouldn't get this far. Oh, yeah, maybe there's something about loose files not loading? that could be something. If it's, yeah, you might be right. BSAs, maybe there's a setting or something. Let's have a look though. So let's do a get stage. Oh, I've forgotten. Yeah, the greeting works. That's good. But right. What did I want? I wanted get stage 02000807, and that returns 0 at the moment. Fine. Talk to him. Yeah, we still haven't figured out that. Pendler the yard is on the case. Good, 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 good. Then we open this and we go get stage. It's 10! It's not 20! So the problem isn't with my script, and it's not with any of the nuances of the dialogue or anything like that. It's that the scripts aren't running. Because it's getting to stage 10 and it's not jumping to stage 20. Which it should do. Interesting. It's not anything at the moment, Claire. It's just a test. I'm just experimenting with how followers work. And how the Starfield creation kit works. So it's not going to be either. Anyway, you need to add response on player dialogue. Yes, so there is that problem that's still coming up. So what do you think about that? How do I add a response on the player dialogue? Because we got the player dialogue and we did the greetings. But it still said that problem of not having it. Which I find very curious. Okay, I'm not quite following what you're saying. So when you're saying at player defaults, where am I looking? What should I do? How do I fix this problem? GJ Legends, because I'd love to figure that out. Phase 1, player default. Does it need something then? I'm at my scene. Great. Or does it need to be in the greetings scene? New action. Can't see response. There's NPC response or there's dialogue. But I don't want the player to say anything. I want it to say, follow me, I need your help, which I have there. Okay, let me try. I'll try. Okay, let's try this. And then we'll see how that behaves. Because maybe I've done this wrong then. Because I already put the players line in there. But maybe in phase 1, maybe I'm supposed to start with dialogue for the player that then leads to everything else. Maybe you can only have this following an initial line from the player. So it'll go, okay, let's try this. I'm confused as well. It needs 2 responses, one for the player, the other for the active companion. But what's the point of this then, where you put a line for the player and you put a line for the companion? Because that still comes up. We still have an option where we click, follow me, I need your help, and it comes to Pendulum, the yard is on the case. But we get this sort of stage before that, where it says, there's nothing. Okay, well, I'm not 100% following what the problem is. So let's try it with, we'll delete that phase for now. Nope. Delete that phase. We'll just have phase 1 and we'll see what happens if I implement it like this. I have no idea if that's right or not, but we'll try it. And see what happens with that. But regardless, that's not the problem that we have. The problem is that these scripts aren't running. So we get to stage 10. which should just set the stage to 20, but absolutely nothing is happening when we get to that bit. Now, I notice that there's no script on the quest anymore, but I'm pretty sure when you used to add fragments, it used to appear on the scripts tab. If I go to edit scripts, yep, this still exists. So, well, go on then, DJ. Can you see any reason why this wouldn't run? Why this wouldn't jump us to stage 20? Hey, Thesperalius! It has been a long time. Hope you're well. As loath as I am to admit defeat, I am starving, so I am going to have to go and get food if we can't instantly see an answer to this one. Because I can't see what the problem is. Flashy Joa says, wait. Have you got an idea? No, there are no tutorials for this yet, Claire. Run on start at stage 0. Does it point to stage 10? It's not supposed to. Stage 0 runs on start, which is fine. We get to the dialogue. The dialogue sets it to stage 10, which works. So this stage gets set to stage 10, which is correct. And then when we get to this stage, we wanted to run a script, but we weren't sure about this. So stage 10 is triggered by dialogue. That works fine. We get to stage 10, and the content of stage 10 says, set the stage to 20. And that doesn't happen. But the scripts are getting created, Mr. Video Freak, aren't they? Because they're appearing here in the fragments. That's the thing. Is there. It's compiled. We have a thing. Yeah, of course. Flashy Joe, are you one of the people in the Verified Creators program then? Okay, so where am I going? And there's also the suggestion, does it need text to fire the script? But it probably shouldn't. So if the dialogue set up, where am I going? Where am I going? I've lost it already. Scenes. Okay, so it's this that that is confusing. That we're not quite sure whether we figured this out right. But we have this bit. And again, I've spammed it. I put it on the beginning and end fragment of both the start and the end. Of both the player and the response. And we say set parent quest stage to 10. And it does. The parent quest stage does get set to 10. We couldn't get it running a fragment directly. That didn't appear to do anything. But that might be part of a wider problem then of my scripts not working. So the stage does set to 10. Is there something, of course... No, my Starfield thing, I haven't got Vortex set up to manage Starfield. Oh, that'd be great, Mr. Video Freak. Put the fragment on the phase, not the dialogue. That worked. Oh, well, that's really interesting to know then, Vesperalius. As it happens, I've put the fragment on the quest stage instead, and the quest stage definitely should work. I should be able to set the stage to 20. And this isn't happening. But that's good to know that I can put it on the phase. So what would be the implementation for that? I'd click here, and then I guess say edit. And yeah, I can run a fragment on it. Okay, so I could do it like that, and that's another thing to test then. But the fact is, the dialogue is triggering this quest stage, but the quest stage isn't doing this. And the ESP is set to enabled. Well, that's the thing, Flashy Joe. Obvious question is your script. Oh, but it's a script property set. Yeah, well, the property is fine, but that, like, yeah, the dialogue does work in game. Dialogue's fine, and as I say, the dialogue does properly set the stage. We do get the stage set to 10. But the thing is, I've got a script on stage 10 to say when this runs, set stage 20. And that shouldn't even need a property, right? Because it's pointing to itself. Or is that implementation not right? Am I being dumb? Do I need to go self.setStage? I assumed that it wouldn't compile if it didn't like that. But maybe, do I need to create a property for this very same quest? I'm sure I can just go set stage within a quest and it'll set the stage. I don't need to do anything with that, right? Yeah. So there's no reason it shouldn't work. But it doesn't. It doesn't set it. So I'm stumped. And it's late and I'm hungry. So I'll tell you what. We're going to pause here. Because as much as I'm loath to admit defeat, I do have to stop and go and eat. But if anybody has suggestions in the meantime who watches this stream or who have been watching the stream and you come up with the solution, please let me know. Please drop a comment underneath and let me know something I can try. And we'll have another stream, probably not tomorrow. Oh, humour me. Try putting something in designer notes, if not the log entry. Sure. Yeah, I'll humour you. Absolutely, Daniel. Testy test. Blah, blah, blah. Apply and save. Yeah, I know that's not a word. Absolutely, I'm down for humouring people. Let's try that. So it's now got something in there and got something in there. Let's see if it does anything. Just for the sake of testing. Hey, awesome SYCO. Welcome to the stream. The stream is ending imminently because I'm starving hungry. But we're just going to test Thesperelius' last suggestion. It will be very upsetting if this works. So I don't think it will. But who knows? Oh, I'm glad you've enjoyed it, Quest. Ah, okay, let's try this. And then it does work like that. Okay, so in the same phase, you have to put the player dialogue and then the choice. Interesting. Hey, Solar, welcome. Okay, so we've at least figured that out. In the same phase, you have to put that. Okay, fine. Yeah, that didn't work. We didn't think it would work. Yeah, stage is still 10. Oh, yeah, there you go. Not a bad idea. SQV, running, current stage. Yeah, what about SQS? Just to check that it's got the list of options. Yeah. It says done, not set. That's all fine. Look, I haven't tried on a new game, but I shouldn't have that was necessary. I shouldn't have thought that was necessary. And if it is necessary to start a new game every time you want to add one script to a mod, then that is obviously going to kill the entire modding community. So that's not going to be the point. So that's not going to be the way forward. Is if I have to start a new game every time I change a script, you know, I'm just not going to mod Starfield, you know, if that's the case. So I don't think that's going to be the problem, because that would be a huge, you know, they wouldn't be able to develop the game if you had to start a new game anytime you changed one script. So to be fair, Flashy Joa, we haven't tried that. I haven't tried reloading from before we even created the quest. So I will try that. Again, I'm still doubtful that it would be so demanding. but we'll try it. And then I'll try stop quest and restart it. Good shout. So let's try reloading this save. Well, I'm not certain, Mr. Video Freak, apart from that the message from the antivirus said, yep, they were all fine. So the antivirus said it hadn't done anything. And I can see that that flags file is, the FLG file is there, and the script is compiling, and it is creating a PEX. So I don't think that's the problem. But there might be some setting somewhere that I need to toggle, or something I need to reinstall, or something I need to reset up. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway. Here's the greetings. Okay, let's try this. Follow me, I need your help. Pendle the Yard is on the case. So we get the line. As we can see, the dialogue works. No, it never deleted an exe. It briefly held it, and then it released it again. So let's try again, SQS. Yeah, not set. Done 0. Yeah, done 10, but not set 20. So it doesn't do it. Okay. I mean, I can stop quest and then restart it, but I don't see why that's going to make any difference because we basically started from scratch. So, I don't think it's going to be as simple as just ruling out, you know, just saying, AVG destroys things. I don't think it has. I think it's compiling, so that's fine. So, we're going to park here. I'm going to go get my dinner. But yeah, there will be another stream later in the week. So tune in for that. Maybe Thursday, potentially. And we can see where we get to from that. But if you have the solution, please do post it in the comments, because I would love to know. And we'll see. And we'll take it from there. But there will be a way. We will know what there will be something that's not going on. Could it be that the script... You know, that's a shout, of course, Flashy Joe. Could it be that the script location is not where the game is expecting it to be? I mean, maybe. Let's just have a very, very quick look. Sorry, I know I keep saying I'm going to end and I keep not ending. Let's just have a very, very quick look at the thing. Oh, I forgot to ping the Discord, of course, at the start of this. I should have done. But I didn't do a ping. So people weren't even notified. There's always something. Anyway, no point pinging them now because we're nearly done. But, okay, right. Here's the file structure. You let me know if this looks weird. Okay, so we're going into data, source, nope, data, scripts, source, fragments, and that's where all the stuff has gone, which is fine. And then data, scripts, fragments, quest, and that's where it's generated the PEX. Now yours has gone data scripts user fragments quest. I don't have a user. I go data scripts fragments quest, not data scripts user fragments quests. Because I don't have a user thing. Should I have a user section? But this is where it automatically put it. You know? This is where it went by default. And I would have thought, surely, the creation kit by default puts it in the right place. Because surely that way madness lies if it doesn't. So, potential things I'm considering. Does it need to be packed into a BA2 in order to load an asset? Could it be that loose assets don't load? Could it be that there's something I need to set to make loose assets load? Could it be... What, again, do I have the required innies? I don't know. What is the required innie? How would I know what that is? I don't know, DJ Legends. I'm literally just trying this today. So tell me, what innie do I need to find? Is my ini set for loose files? You see, that could be a thing. That's what I'm checking. Maybe. Maybe I need to set an ini thing to load loose files, because that could be the problem. That is a great idea. It won't be creationkit.ini. It'll be... Oops. Nope. No. No. Please don't sue me, Nintendo. No. Reload new version. Don't do that. Okay, right. That's fine. Okay. You need each dialogue entry to be on a new phase, and the multi-choice player dialogue can't be on the first phase. Well, it is, and it did work. But that's good to know for the sake of argument. Put this in your Starfield.ini. Right, let's try that. Okay, I'm hungry, but I'm also still hungry for knowledge. So, Starfield.ini. Is that here? Yes. Under where? Oh, in documents, not in this one. Okay. Give me a sec. Documents, my games, Starfield. There's Starfield prefs.ini. But I don't have Starfield.ini. Starfield.ini was in my main directory. So I can put it in Starfield prefs.ini if that's what you think. But otherwise I can go back to the Starfield.ini that was in the main thing. What do you think? Am I in the wrong place? Prefs. Okay, we are going to put it under prefs. And create an archive section. Okay, we'll go archive. And what do you say? So, B invalidate older files equals 1. We'll try that. Okay. If this works now, well, I'll be delighted. It's very funny that that needs that ini tweak. No. No script fragments have worked. Because on the dialogue, I didn't use a script fragment. On the dialogue, I used a set stage thing, you know, with the automatic function, because we couldn't get the script to work. We used the on dialogue end set quest stage thing. And that works. Okay, I'm not seeing any notifications, so that suggests this still doesn't work. But it's another thing to try, right? Okay, so the stage didn't set this time. Weird, because that was working before. Oh no, that's the global, sorry. Get stage. JR follower. Oh, sorry, it's not that, is it? It's 02000807 is still stage 10. Yeah, so that's still the same problem. I would be surprised if I have to recompile because this was an ini tweak. It's not to do with the creation kit. This is to do with Starfield. So I don't see why recompiling the scripts would be a problem, but I can do it if you think it works. Gelidity says it goes in Starfield ini.prefs. Okay. There we go. That'll be it then. So we don't want that. Hi, Gelicity, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my big old trying to figure out Starfield stream. See, all of you guys, you all know. Because you've all been doing this for ages, right? I'm the beginner with all of this because you've all been in the special club. You all know the answers. Oh, this is already an archive. Can I just do that? Oh, are you just knowing this from the Fallout 4 club? I assume all you wonderful people jumping in have been in the special Verified Creators Club and had access to all this for ages. But, is that looking right? B invalidate older files equals 1 now at the bottom of that. What does that even mean? Invalidate older files. Okay, if we're happy with that and that looks right, we'll now try again. Come on! Come on! So, DJ Legends, you think I need to move the ini? You think I need to move it into the My Games folder? Is that it? Because there is no Starfield.ini in the My Games folder. You're saying I need to move the ini into the My Games folder. Which would be a very random thing to do. Well, let's just try this for now. Okay, we're well, yeah, we got the notification. It worked. It worked. We got the notification. Look, 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 look at this. Look at this. It's 20. The stage is 20. It did it, which in theory means if I close this, he follows you. He follows us around. Oh, thank you so much for the help. Oh, and also thank you for becoming a supporter, Griff. That's kind. That's so kind. Oh, thank you so much. Flashy Joa, DJ Legends, Gelidity, Mr. Video Freak, Thesperalius, Blue Pones you. For all putting your heads together and helping me figure this out. We have now learned that we need to enable loose files in the ini. Rule 1 of Starfield modding. If I make a tutorial for this, which I might well do tomorrow just to explain how I did this. Rule 1 is enable that in the ini. Right. Take this knowledge and pass it on to others you see struggling. But he works. He follows. Happy days. Okay. There was obviously some major lag there, but that's fine. Righto. Well, thank you all so much for your help. The crowd brain thing was wonderful. Now, I'm going to go and eat food before I starve to death. Thank you all for watching. It's been great fun. I hope you learned something. I certainly did. I'll be back soon for more of this nonsense. I fully expect that by the time I come back on Thursday, whenever it is, someone will have released a companion mod. I look forward to seeing that. Let me know if that happens. But yeah, this was really fun. Happy days. See you next time, folks. Stay marvelous. Oh, and watch the Treacle People. Go on YouTube. Go on, watch the Treacle People. I need the views. Please, please support the Treacle People. Watch it. Here is the link again. Click on that. Subscribe to that. Watch it. Okay. Bye, everyone. See you soon.